Let me ask you this. What if I told you that there's one thing that will make even your worst days into the most productive ones? Bold claim, right? But stick with me. In the next few minutes, I'm gonna share you the exact secret strategies that I used to bounce back from failure, heartbreak, and even from a rock bottom health. All while building a life which is filled with purpose and unstoppable drive. By the end of this video, you'll know how to tap into your own limitless potential. So, without any further ado, let's get started. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and today I want to dive into something really special, which is how I've managed to reach peak productivity. Now do bear in mind, this is not just some cookie cutter motivational quote or speech that you'll find in every single book and podcasts. This is real talk, no BS. I'm gonna share you my story, my struggle, and the one thing that keeps me going no matter what life throws at me. So grab a coffee, get comfortable, and let's talk about why finding your why is really important. Let me start with this. If you know your why, you can handle the how. Sounds simple, right? But stick with me. Let me explain this. For me, my why is crystal clear. It all started with my dad. Growing up, we didn't have much. We used to live in a small hut, and I remember my mother telling me stories on how my dad used to work in a factory, just managed to earn 10k per month, and he had to handle our whole family, and we had like 20 plus members in our family. So it was really hard, man. I was just a baby back then. Times were tough. I mean, like really tough. But my dad had this fire inside him, and he had this goal to take care of my family. Through hard work, he got into real estate, and by the help and advice of his best friend, he managed to connect with great individual, and he grew his network. And guess what? Your network is your net worth. From there, my father built up his empire that he has today. And because of him, I've traveled to almost 4 plus countries and almost to all places in India. But it's not about the travel or the money. It's about the legacy. I mean, sure, traveling is fun. You get to meet cool people. You see awesome place. It's all cool, but it's all about the legacy, right? My entire bloodline lived in poverty until my dad changed the whole game. Now it's my turn. I want to retire my entire bloodline and make sure they live fruitfully for the rest of the time. I want to ensure that my future generation live their life fruitfully by not just surviving, but by thriving in their own life. And that's my goal. That's the kind of purpose that makes you unstoppable. But let me be real with you guys. It's not all roses and sunshine. I've been through hell, man. I've faced some worst heartbreaks. I failed not once, not twice, but 3 times in business. Can you think about it? And my health hit rock bottom. I actually had a blood infection which caused my whole body to get rashes every single time. So my whole body's chemistry had changed. I had to tweak in my diet, my lifestyle, and every single thing. So I've been through hell, man. There were moments where I would sit down and cry my soul out because I had no one to speak to. It was that bad. And you know what? I'm truly grateful for that moment, because when I look back at those days right now, I get this unlimited force of motivation and energy running through my body, and it makes me unstoppable and unbeatable in any realm of human endeavor. I don't care what kind of task that is, I will get through it, and I know this. Some might say I'm really unlucky, but I would say I'm the luckiest person in this world because I went through all the situations. Why? I have that experiences stored in my mind, and on command I can remember it, and guess what? When I remember it, I get unlimited motivation, drive, and conquering energy flowing all over my body. And when that happens, I can tap into a flow state instantly. I want to sit here and argue that pain isn't your enemy, but rather it's your biggest friend and your biggest fuel to upgrade your life. So, the question most of you might have now is, how do you find the purpose of your life? Here's the deal. Your purpose isn't some magical thing that will strike into your mind just like that. It's rooted in your stories, in your struggles, and your dreams. Look at your life and analyze this, guys. What's the one thing in your life that you would fight your tooth and nails to get it? And once you find it, guess what? That's your purpose and that's your why in your life. To make it more simpler for you, take a book or a paper and write down all the things that are important for you. It doesn't matter if it is too simple or too big. Just write it down and analyze it and give it a scoring marks. And whichever thing gets the highest mark, guess what? That's your main drive behind everything that you do. Like I said, for me, it is retiring my entire bloodline and leaving a legacy that stands the test of time. That's why I lock in every single day, and that's why I'm okay to pay any sort of price, because I'm willing to pay that. And guess what? When you have your why, which is bigger than your pain, your excuses, and your comfort zone, you will become unstoppable. So here's your takeaway, guys. If you want to become unstoppable and if you want to reach peak productivity, stop finding some shortcuts or some tips and tricks. Instead, dig deep into your own life and find out your why. The how will follow simultaneously. Think of it like a GPS. Your purpose is your destination. As long as you know where you're headed, the route will reveal itself. It doesn't matter if there's a storm, if your car crashes, or your car runs out of fuel, you'll somehow find a way to reach your destination. The main thing is you need to know your why. Without your why, you wouldn't know the how. Alright, this is it for today's video, guys. I hope you really enjoyed this. If you did, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe to my channel, because I'm gonna be uploading some fruitful content for you guys. And as you all know, my board exams are done, so I'm gonna go all out in producing content for you. And also, if you resonated with this idea, make sure you comment down and let me know about your own perspective. And as always, you know it all, my friend. I'm rooting you all from afar, celebrating each and every single step of yours towards success. You got this, King.